good, thanks. I actually got eliminated from the told you that every comic asks how you guys are, so I really don't give a shit right now. No, I do. You guys are good. I already know it because you guys have been told 3 times now, I think, 4 times. So, but yeah, I actually almost didn't make it here tonight. I've been trying to come out for a while, and I was sitting at home waiting for the call to go and goal for the Leafs tonight, but Dustin's sitting here himself tonight, so. But yeah, a little bit about me. I don't know if you guys heard or watched the news last year in the summertime. I worked for a company called I Quit. And honestly, it's IQT, and they quit. They shut us down. They left, whatever. And we did call center work for a company that rhymes with hell. And so I don't know how many people with that company, but it's hell. And call center work is the worst. Anybody here from a call center?
Yeah.
Been there. IQT, you know what I'm talking about then. All right, so we suck. And no, call center work is the worst job imaginable. Like, I would rather have been a garbage man, actually in the bags of garbage, right? And I've had some terrible jobs in my life. Like, I was honestly, when I was 14-year-old, I was a Dickie D.
Woohoo!
Yeah!
Dickie D!
You guys all want the same distribution, right? No, Dickie D. And Dickie D is the stupidest, dumbest job ever, though. And I was 14 years old. I'm riding this fucking backwards tricycle, right, with this 250-pound freezer in front of me. I'm 14 years old. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. I don't have a job yet. So I'm riding this bike, and one of the tires pops. The right side. Have you ever rode a bike with a flat tire? Have you ever rode a bike with a freezer in front of you? No. So all it wants to do is go right really, really slowly. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I can't ride this bike. 14-year-old genius. I'm going to let the air out of the left tire now. Have you ever rode a bike with 2 flat tires? With a freezer in front? It's impossible. I tried. It's the equivalent of, if you're on an exercise bike, and you're going, you start turning it up and it starts to get a little too tight, you put it a little too much, and you can't move the pedals, I would leave the exercise bike right there. So I called them, I'm like, your bike is fucked, see ya, I'm leaving. The highest amount of money I got paid was 20 bucks for one day, 8 hours. I quit because I realized kids in Mexico made more than me like that. That was the changer right there. But call center work is the absolute worst thing in the world. And I worked in tech support. All right, billing, okay, you're getting bitched at all day, you go home, whatever. It's numbers, whatever. Okay, pay your bill, dumbass, that's it. Okay, you paid your bill, all right, I'm a dumbass, whatever. Tech support is the worst, because I have to deal with stupid-ass people. All right? So I'm sure everyone here has called tech support for some reason or another. It's the worst on the other end, because I don't understand how things can get misunderstood by basic English. I asked a guy, sir, can you close all your windows? Okay, hang on a sec. Sir, are you there? Hello. 3 minutes goes by, he's not back. What's going on? I mean, this guy's a fucking retard. What the fuck what's he doing? How hard's Yeah, I'm back. Okay. The moron closed all his fucking windows in his house. How does that get misunderstood? English language is difficult for foreign people, and I understand that, but try your hardest to understand something. I asked a Chinese woman, how long is your telephone cord from your jack to your modem? About 2 weeks. I don't know how you get length from time, but I asked the guy, what's on your desktop? My keyboard and my coffee mug. Why would I really give a shit about that, really? I'm fixing your computer. I don't care if we've had double-double yet. But it is the worst. We're all customers. Right now, people are buying stuff from the bar right now. Customer is always right. How many people agree with that? Nobody agrees with it? Even when you're the customer, you know that you're an idiot, but you're going to argue because the customer's always supposed to be right. This guy called me, and he was bitching at me like crazy because his internet was down for 4 days. So I'm like, okay, well, when did it go down? He's like, 4 days ago. I'm like, okay. He goes, why is it down? I'm like, I don't know, you never called it before. You just called now. How am I supposed to know it's down? He goes, why aren't you supposed to know these? I'm like, sir, we have 2 million customers. Does a fireman know when there's a fucking fire? Does a cop know when somebody's about to get shot? No, we don't know until you call. So I'm doing my research or whatever, and then he's still bitching and complaining about whatever. I go back to him, I said, listen, it's gonna be down for another 3 days. So you're gonna be down for a week. And he starts complaining. He's like, I want a credit. And I said, fine, I'll get you a credit. I got no problem with that. He's like, well, how much is it gonna be? I'm like, well, how much is your service? And he goes, I don't know, shouldn't you know? I'm like, yes, I do know, but it would have been easier for you to tell me, as opposed to me now having to put you on hold again and call you a fucking retard. Find it, and come back to you. So I come back, I look at his account, I'm like, okay, 30 bucks a month, your credit's gonna be $7. He goes, how do you get that fucking figure? I'm like, okay, well it's $30 a month divided by 30 days in a month, multiply it by the amount of days you're without service, so $7. He goes, the customer's always right, there's 31 days in December. You fooled me, sir. Now you get $6.80 back. Absolutely. But last thing, it's more of a complaint, in my opinion, and I'm sure that we can all agree to it. I don't care. All these companies advertise, you know, Rogers has the best network in the world, or in Canada, or whatever. Bell has the best or the fastest network, and TELUS has the sexiest network. I don't give a shit. All I want is to be able to get to the person the fastest. That's all I want to call. Get rid of the stupid automated bullshit. Press 1 to press 1. Press 2 for English. Or stay on the line. Press 3 for English. Press 0 to start again. Just give me a fucking age. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. And at Bell, I don't know, I don't really call Rogers. Anybody, I think it's Emily, is that who it is? Yeah. Emily. Yeah. Have you ever bitched at Emily? She bitches right back. And she says, you know what? Call again. And then she hangs up on you. Thanks a lot, guys, I appreciate it.